Welcome back to our second video. So in this video, I'll share more about each of these different panels on their functions and how you can make adjustment or setting and navigate through it. So first of all, I'll show you the first panel, which is the monitor panel. So for this panel, this is the main panel that you'll be using most of the time to access and check on the stocks that you're interested in. So here I've already prepared a watch list 1, which I'll key in some of the stocks that I'm interested in. I would like to keep note of so that it will be under my watch list. And when you first launch the Interactive Brokers platform, you'll be able to see that here is the default. That means they already listed out some of the common stocks that's available. But if you don't like the default, you can actually create your own watch list by clicking on this plus icon and then click on watch list and click here, new watch list. So here it will create a brand new watch list for you. So as I've already created one, so I'll close this one. So how do you close it is, you right click and then close watch list. So okay, so now let's come back to here at watch list. So here I have some groups of stocks from different industry like the tech stocks, the finance stocks, and also the communication stocks. So for example, I've also wanted to know some of the consumer staple stock. So how am I going to put in another group of this? So by doing that, you first click on right click and then see create group header. So click on create group header and then you type in consumer staples stock. Okay, so here some of the consumer staple stock could be Colgate-Palmolive, P&G as such. So maybe let's put in P&G, PG, and then click enter. So you see here, there's a list of different types of options for you to choose. So the one that we should choose is actually Stock Smart, so that the software will be able to load the information in this platform. So here now PG is being loaded. And let's say for example, there's one stock I'm interested in, but I don't know what's the ticker symbol. How can I find it? So for example, maybe I wanted to find Netflix, but then I just remember it's like NF and then what and something else that I don't really remember. So how am I going to do that? Simple. Click onto the column and then you type in NF and then type enter. So here they will be able to show you some of the examples, but then you find that these are not the ones that I'm looking for. So you can click on find, and then you see there's a lot of ticks around here. So you untick those that is irrelevant, like corporate bonds, CFD, combinations, index, fund, until you see Netflix comes. So here, this is Netflix. So you click on it and then okay. So here another pop-up window comes out. So the same thing is that we click on Stock Smart. So now Netflix is being loaded. So this is how you can input all different kinds of stocks information onto the watch list for you. And another thing to take note for this monitor panel is under the portfolio, where it will show you the stocks that you currently have or you have previously executed. So here before in this tutorial, I've actually tried run on this platform, and these are some of the stocks that I've already executed on this paper trading. However, do take note that these stocks are not actually stock tips, but it's just that some of the stocks that I'm aware of and I decided to try it out. Like for example, SPLG is by the portfolio S&P 500 ETFs, INTC is Intel. So here you can see that the position is that it's 0. So that means I previously owned the stock, but then I sold it off. So currently I no longer have any stocks available. But let's say for example, currently I have 20 positions. That means I have 20 shares of Apple stocks. And this is the market value for the stocks that I have. And this is the average price for every share that I purchased. And this is the last share price before the market closed. And another thing on this portfolio, you can actually check how much of the amount that you have in your account. So here you click on account and here it pops up. So you'll be able to see how much cash that you have, what is the margin requirement you need to meet in order to avoid margin call, and also the portfolios of the stocks that you have. Besides here, you can also access your account information under account, then account window. So the same window will appear as well. So this is how you can access to your account information. Okay, so next we will look into the order entry. So here the order entry is where you execute the trade. That means you proceed to buy or sell the stocks that you are interested in. So here you can see that there's a lot of different things here, and I find it a bit distractive for me. So in order to change the interface, all I can do is that I can go to this banner, click onto it, and then click settings. So here there are 3 different types according to what you like. But for me, I like things to be simple. So I click on simplify, apply. Okay, so now you can see that right now everything looks much more simpler and also cleaner. And in our next video, I'll show you on how you can execute a buy order and a sell order for the shares that you're interested in. So I'll be talking in depth about all these parts. And next, here we'll come here. This is actually the code panel. The code panel will display some of the basic fundamentals about the company. So you can see here, there's a lot of different information available, but if you're not sure what information are these, what is the meaning of this, you can actually point to there, and then there's actually a short explanation of what are each of these information refers to. And you see here, there's another blue arrow over here. So you click here for more details. So you can see that there's a lot more details about Netflix as a company. So you scroll down, you'll be able to see a lot more information regarding to it. Okay. Now next, here is the chart panel. So for the chart panel, it will show you how the price movement throughout the period of time that you choose. So how do you choose the period of time is that you come to here, you click onto it, and then you can choose the candle size. That means how many of the duration that you wanted to look at, or maybe you wanted to see on the time period. Like for example, the max numbers of years since Netflix has been incorporated until the date at the current recording. Or you can also choose more, such as I only interested in maybe 5 years or 2 years, or customize like maybe 3 years. So let's say we are interested in 5 years, and then we wanted to look at how does Netflix perform weekly for the past 5 years. So this is how it actually looks like. But then you can also always change that I'm only interested in 1 year. So maybe 1 year in weekly candles. And this is how it actually looks like, how the price movement actually performed during the past 1 year. So this is the chart panel to show you how the price movement. And here, this is the activity panel. So here, whatever orders that you have been placed, it will come to this panel. And then here, it will show you whether is the order still pending, is it still active? That means it has not been filled, or it has been executed or being filled, or it was being cancelled by the system or by the trader. So here you can see that I've executed a few of the trades earlier when the market was open. And here it looks a bit messy. So you wanted to know that actually which trades has actually been executed. So you go to trades. So here it will show that which shares was being bought or which shares was being sold. And here is actually the summary. That means it summarizes that which shares that I bought or sold in short. So here you see that there's a lot of activities around, like there's Intel, there's Apple being bought and sold. But here's the summary, nicely simplifies that what was being done and then what is the net amount that I currently have. So you can see here, I already bought and sold Intel, and so I no longer have any Intel, which correlates nicely to our portfolio here, 0. And Apple here is, there's 30 buys but 10 sells, so I still own 20 shares of Apple here, so it also shows here. And why TSN does not appear is because TSN was being executed the day before. That means 1 day before I've tried it out and it's already being executed. So this summary will only last here for the past 1 day. And next, into the next panel is the news panel. So here it will show the latest news that is available. So you can see there's a market, portfolio, and also the company Netflix. So here, what I found it interesting is that, for example, here it shows the latest news about Netflix. Like for example, estimate earnings chart for Netflix. So now let's click onto it if you are interested in, and it will pop up a window to show you the news. Or sometimes it will link you to the website to see, like for example here, it will show you to the website directly instead onto the platform itself. So now let's go back to the platform. Okay, now here's the platform. If let's say I'm interested in the news about Apple, I just click on Apple. And here you can see the news actually changes for Apple. And at the same time, if you notice here, the order entry panels, the quote panel, and also the chart panel also shows Apple stocks. So now let's do another one. Like for example, Berkshire B shares. I just click onto it, and now everything shows about Berkshire. Amazing, isn't it? It's kind of like everything linked together instead of you have to click on different tabs to search different types of things. So in this mosaic layout, it just nicely puts out everything that you need to know and the things that you need to do for now. So with that, I come to the end for the presentation for this, how you navigate through the TWS platform. And in our next video, I'll show you how you can execute a buy order and also a sell order. So thank you.